Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again. As always, I've just been catching up on Patrick Christie's latest exposé over in Calais. His second exposé in a matter of weeks. He was over there not so long back doing pretty much the same as he's been doing yesterday. I think it came out. And I just wanted to go through what I learned from these clips and go through what he was reporting on, really. Now, before I go on, guys, I've just got to give my props to Patrick Christie's as a journalist and as a presenter. He's one of the very few presenters left on GB News that I do actually have any time for. All the presenters I used to enjoy watching are now gone. Alex Phillips being one, she's gone. Dan Wotton gone. Calvin Robinson gone. Mark Stein gone. That Colin fellow, I can't remember his last name. Early days of GB News, grey hair, XITV, can't remember his name. I used to enjoy watching his show as well. Neil Oliver, is he still there? I've no idea. He says things that makes people uncomfortable, so it won't surprise me if he's been heaved out of the door as well, because GB News, as we all know, has to bow down to the off-communist overlords at any opportunity they can get, hence why the loss of so many good presenters. But yeah, props to Patrick Christie's for going over there for a second time. He has more balls than the entirety of Westminster put together to actually go over there and expose the corruption and what's actually going on within the fucking closed off fences and closed off gates within these migrant camps. So, the first clip I watched, guys, Patrick Christie's walking down the road in Calais with a cameraman and another chap there. I think it must have been his bodyguard, because you need bodyguards around these fucking savages, believe you me. So he's walking down the road and he spots like this sort of like transit van, this like Ford transit van. There's people working out the back of it. I assume they were charity workers, something like Care for Calais. So Patrick Christie takes this opportunity to go over and try and get some questions answered. And, of course, as you can probably tell, nothing. No comment, no answers to questions. She just packed up, back in the van, and sorry, me no speak English, all français and all that fucking bollocks. So in actual fact, they could understand perfectly what Patrick was saying, because they were saying no to each and every one of his questions that they were asking. So yeah, typical charity workers doing it in the name of humanity, helping people break into our country on a daily fucking basis. And then in the second clip, he spots like these big tankers. They're like water tankers or something, and they have this literature sellotaped to the side of them. It was actually telling people how to get into lorries safely, how to smuggle themselves into the UK via lorries safely without getting themselves killed. It was basically a how-to manual on how to break in to the UK. I mean, the mind simply boggles how these people are getting away with it. Keir Starmer's sat in his fucking ivory throne. I'll smash the gangs, I'll do this. Bollocks, you are not lifting a finger to fix this. Otherwise you're having the fucking gendarmes all over Calais and ripping down all his literature and getting rid of these fucking charity workers who are facilitating these fucking migrants. It makes me absolutely sick. The third clip, he goes into like this big, huge warehouse. He was in there on his last visit over in Calais. Apparently, it absolutely reeks to high heaven of piss. I mean, this place is like some South American favela, however the fuck you say it. Like, you know, them corrugated metal shanty towns that you see in South America. It was the fucking pits. But he went in there and he was met with instant hostility, getting shouted at, shit thrown at them. I mean, you've got to take this into consideration here, guys. These people get violent and aggressive over a simple microphone and a camera. How on earth do you expect people like that to behave around women and children? Well, I don't need to ask you that. We know how they behave around women and children. They try and take advantage at any given opportunity. And if they say no or put up any resistance, what happens? We all know what happens. I'm not going to say it on here, otherwise I will get another fucking community strike. But nonetheless, violence and aggression is met by one single journalist and one single cameraman. So their hormones are running wild, dying to sow their seed, so to speak, amongst our white population here, whether they like it or not, by the way. And then another one. He has been in contact with some what do you call them, people smugglers, human traffickers on his mobile phone for the past 3 or 4 days, and he's been in contact with about 4 or 5 of these people, and he arranges to meet them via like a WhatsApp message, giving you GPS location, they give you another location, and then you go to that location, and off you go, on the back of a lorry or in the dinghy, whichever way you choose to do, whatever way you choose to pay, they will facilitate you. And Patrick Christys meets a couple of these chaps, and of course, what happens, happens. What you expect to happen, happens. No comment, turn away, walk away. And something that always baffles me, guys, during the whole of this fucking investigation, they blur everybody's faces out. I mean, why? Why are you blurring out the faces of human traffickers? They should be all over the fucking press. Who these men are, where they're from, and what they're actually doing. They blurred out the faces of the immigrants as well. It's also very secretive, very cloak and dagger, very hush-hush. Or can we ask you a few questions? A camera comes and they all fucking scurry away like cockroaches. What's the secrecy? Well, I do believe they've been briefed prior to these cameras showing up from charities such as Care for Calais, human rights lawyers, people like that. Don't say a word, don't answer any questions, keep it as secretive as possible, and try and hide your faces. What's the point in trying to hide your faces? You're trying to hide your faces because you're actual criminals who are hell-bent on breaking into a country, when actual border force are going to see your fucking country, when they taxi you from halfway across French waters and back over to our shores. It is an absolute catastrophe. Keir Starmer is sat on his massive ivory white tower. I'm going to smash the guns, I'm going to stop the boats. Bollocks. If a single journalist like Patrick Christy can get 4 of them out in hiding, what does that tell you about what our intelligence service is doing and the French intelligence services? Nothing. They got thumb lodged firmly up their arse. They are doing fuck all. They are inviting these people to pour into our country. I'm telling you now, otherwise it'll be put a stop to right here, right now. Well, fuck it. Years ago, it would have been stopped. It's so easy to stop. Change a few laws, leave the ECHR, do your own British Bill of Rights, and it will be done in just under a week. It is very simple. They come over, you detain, you deport. Simple. But they don't want to, you see. No fucking politician, apart from maybe 2 or 3, a handful of them, in Parliament want to stop these people from coming. And it's been in the newspaper today, guys. Excuse me. That the EU are pressuring Keir Starmer to let in tens of thousands of EU youngsters into this country. Now, of course, if I had a fucking gun to my head and someone was pressuring me on who I'd rather have this in this country, yes, I would rather have young EU nationals as opposed to savages from Somalia in the Middle East somewhere. But nonetheless, we are full. We need to get rid of the Detroiters that's already here. Get rid of that first before we even think about letting EU nationals come here and study. If you ask me, anyway. So yeah, guys. I just wanted to bring that to you. I wanted to talk through with you what Patrick Christy's reported on and the corruption that's going on within these fucking gates of Calais and these migrant camps and the hostility, the violence and the aggression that's built up and pent up in these fighting age young men. And they are coming to our shores each and every day to run absolutely free game for women and children. White British women and children. We are under attack, my friends. A heavy attack. And we are very, very close to being conquered. Anyway, let me know what you think in comments, guys. And I shall see you in a bit. Cheers.